everyone, we're outside of London Stadium. It was West Ham 2, Blackburn 2, and we lost, what was it,
58, 62
yeah, 9-8 on penalties or something like that. Yeah, right, disappointing, weren't it?
Yeah, look, after what happened at the weekend, I was expecting to come here, get a nice little win. Not a comfortable win. I knew it was going to be tough today. Blackburn are on a good run of form. 4 out of the last 5 games. They won at the weekend. They're second in the Championship. They made 11 changes tonight, but they was a decent team. They pressed us from the start and they got the early goal and they deserved it as well. I mean, they had a concession of corners, and yeah, I knew it was going to be a tough game day, but the team we had out, I thought was good enough to beat Blackburn tonight.
But that's the worrying thing. Look, they, as much as they made 11 changes, they were a team that come here in a lot of confidence. We're still sort of trying to pick ourselves up. I know, again, we made a lot of changes tonight, but like I said, the start wasn't good enough. Yeah. We were camped out in our own box for the first 5-6 minutes, and then we concede a goal, straightforward goal, ball straight down the middle. Aguirre gets outpaced. Puts it in
if Blackburn could have picked any Premier League club to come to tonight, it'd probably been us, because we're really low in confidence at the moment. And you're right. After that 5-6, I thought after that spell they had, even after they scored, I think we settled a bit more and we started knocking it about a little bit, and we was the better team.
Yeah, by far. That's the thing. It seemed to be that goal sort of then kick-started us. To start trying to play. We pressed high, which is something we didn't see on Sunday. I think if we approached that press the way we pressed, the way Antonio and Fornell's pressed tonight, and we pressed from the front, if we had done that against Palace on Sunday, we may have got a bit more out of it.
And I think that's what Fornell's gives to you. I mean, we missed him on Sunday against Palace, and that's what he does. He chases the balls down, and that's why I'd like to see him in the starting lineup against Leicester on Saturday.
I've been a big critic of Fornell's, same as I am a critic of Bowen now, because Bowen doesn't deserve to be in the starting 11, but Fornell's now, I think it's 3 in his last 3 games. His performance tonight, he put a shift in. He does deserve to, on form. He's one of our on-form players. He needs to come back into the starting 11 in the Premier League. And it's games like this where players have to step up to the plate. He stepped up to the plate tonight. His performance was a top-level performance, what you expect from a player like Fornells. He now needs to be given his chance on Saturday against Leicester, because there's other players who are playing in that so-called first 11 that are not putting the effort in, not showing who need to be dropped.
Yeah, I totally agree, mate. I mean, games like tonight, they allow players to just take the pressure off them a bit. There's a lot of pressure in the Premier League. Games like this tonight, I know there's still pressure, it's a cup game, but you can go and express yourself a little bit more. I thought Emerson looked all right down the left side, a lot better than what Creswell was the other day. I think Lanzini, he played well. Antonio up front, he does that little thing. He knocks it around the corner, doesn't he? And he chases it. But he was doing that a lot better today than what he was doing on Sunday.
Yeah, definitely. 100%. His movement was better. Like we were saying when we were filming the fan cams. How many times he caught the ball back tonight? So it's a frustrating mistake.
He got in that position so many times, like he did on Saturday. But tonight he done everything right. Exactly. He's knocking it back and finding people. And I just wish he would have done that on Saturday, Sunday.
I feel, look, we weren't great at it in the first 6 minutes. They scored their goal. They fully deserved the goal they scored. But I thought after that we dominated the game completely. Quite a few corners. The worrying thing for me with the corners, I don't think we made the keeper make a save from any of the set pieces we had tonight. And that is a worrying, considering when you look at the start of last season, how good we were from set pieces. And now, we don't beat the first man, or we don't put a decent cross in. It's a little worrying.
Or even when we do put a decent cross in, there's no one there. And that happened a couple of times. I think Emerson put a couple, because they kept changing, didn't they? Fornell was and Emerson, and I think a couple of times Emerson put the ball in, and it was right on the penalty spot, but there was just no one there challenging. But look, we equalised. Fornell's great finish, great turn, great finish. As you said, player in confidence. He got a couple in Europe the other week.
Right place, right time as well.
Right place, right time, and that's what we've been lacking a lot this season. Not having the players in the right place at the right time. But great finish.
I said that gets us into half time. We come out the second half. We start a little bit shaky, but then again we dominate. Dominate without really forcing the keeper into many saves. I thought so. A lot of wayward shooting. Ben Rama comes on. Has a chance that, to be fair, I think he should be finishing. For now, Antonio goes through. probably should have done better with his touch. It falls to Ben Rama. He's only got a side foot in the bottom corner, smashes it.
I think Ben Rama changed it a bit for us. He upped our tempo a little bit because he come on, the crowd straight away all got on his side, singing his old side, Ben Rama, and he loved that. And he started doing little tricks and flicks because he's the sort of player that he plays to the crowd. And I think I think he'll start on Saturday anyway, but he's definitely given Moyes a headache today because. Look, whatever happened with him and Moyes on Saturday, you can see that's sort of been forgotten now. You have to move on to the next game.
Of course you do.
And I think when he come on, I think when Scamacca come on, he was linking up well with Antonio, and that's what makes me think, why can't them two play together in the Premier League?
And the thing for me, right, they were positive substitutions.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He changed the shape. He went what looked like two up top. He was positive. Again, something we didn't see from Moyes on Saturday. We want to see positivity, especially at home here. If you're away, you can be a bit more cautious away from home. But when you're at home, you need to throw caution to the wind.
Yeah.
And he did that tonight, and we go on and get the second goal, and a fully deserved second goal.
Yeah, and another great finish from Antonio. Another great finish, bottom corner. And you know what? You think to yourself, you know what? We'll take the 2-1.
Yep.
We'll take this.
Yep.
It'll be a big confidence boost going into. It'll give the fans a little lift.
Yep.
But then they go up the other end, and look, it's a great finish from Diaz. Someone that's linked with us. You're looking at that. Yeah. Moyes will probably be thinking, I'll take him in January.
One of my biggest criticisms tonight was Ben Johnson. I thought he was very, very poor. You see when Diaz come on, Diaz isolated himself against Johnson every time. And basics as a fullback defending, you know the striker. The striker's got his right-footed. You keep him on his left. The ball comes down. I'm sitting there and saying to people, "Here it comes. Here it comes." Comes down, drops his shoulder, cuts inside, puts it in the top corner. Their first shot on target in the second half, and what a finish!
Great finish.
A quality striker like that, and you're letting him cut inside on his right foot.
Yeah, and look, to be fair, I mean, I think the Blackburn fans deserve that moment.
Look,
totally. for them to bring that many fans down on a Wednesday night
with all the rail strikes,
and everything, and you know what? They probably won't get home till 5 in the morning, 3 in the morning, whatever. But you know what? They don't care. When you come here and you win, you forget about what time you're getting home. So fair play to Blackburn fans. They were noisy all game. And they back their team. And then, look, it goes to penalties. No extra time in this competition. Goes to penalties. And, look, penalties is always a lottery, isn't it? I think they was all good penalties. Apart from Ogbonna, they was all good penalties.
Yeah, exactly. Ogbonna just got too much on it. It's the top.
Don't go high. Never go high on a penalty.
And that is the thing. How many of them penalties tonight actually did? Most of them, they were along the floor, in the corners. They were some really good penalties tonight. The worrying thing for me is a goalkeeper of Ariola's quality gets near one penalty.
I was in block 229 and I think I got closer to more penalties than Areola.
You'd expect to do. I was saying to you before we come on here, I said that I think if we ever get through to a situation now where you've got a penalty shootout, Fabianski's got to come on. Because you fancy him more to. I know he weren't on the bench tonight. But you sort of fancy him more to get to a penalty than Areola did. But Areola done as good in last season in the penalty shootout.
Yeah, look, it's
one of them.
Ogbonna, on another day, that is the other underside of the crossbar, goes in. It looks like a great penalty. But look, we're out the cup. It's a shame because you've seen other results tonight. Yeah. Arsenal out, Tottenham out. I know Liverpool scraped through, City went through. Who else went out? There was someone else went out.
Spurs, Arsenal, and Chelsea.
Chelsea went out as well. Yeah, so. Look, it's one of them ones. Would we have won this competition? Probably not. But you like to go far in cup competitions because it gives players that don't play week in, week out time to play. But it's one of them nights, mate. I'm not going to go home and be upset. I'll be honest with you. I said this last night on the podcast. I'd take a defeat here tonight for a win on Saturday. And I meant that as well. And I don't ever say things like that. But I think now we need to start getting these points in the Premier League, especially before this World Cup break. And I think the World Cup break is coming for the perfect time for us. Yeah,
when you look at the form that we've been in, especially the Europa League has sort of papered over the cracks that there is a few problems with our league form. I think, this would have been a nice distraction to go through. Like you said, the disappointing thing is you're not going to get players game time.
Well, if we'd have gone through tonight, the first game back after the World Cup would have been the next round of this.
Yeah, but it gives players who ain't going to get a lot of match game. They're going to get time, but obviously now, like you said, big focus on Saturday, big game.
Massive
Leicester
game.
hit a bit of form now. They've got to put a shift in. We need a performance, and tonight, it weren't a bad performance, but Blackburn took their chances. We didn't.
Yeah, well, that's it. What can we say? It's what happens. It's cup football. Yeah. And as I said, they're a good outfit in the Championship. They've got. They won't like who they're looking. Who's got there above them? They've got Burnley sitting above them, which is massive rivals. So look, they've got a lot. They've got a lot to play for this season. They go through to. Hopefully, they get a good draw, and hopefully their fans get another good day out. So but look, we move on to Saturday, mate. So
that's it, mate. Yep. That's
the
all.
show, we're cold.
Yeah,
Nicky's
freezing
cold. He's holding the camera.
But yeah, thank you very much for watching. Check out the fan cams. You ain't seen them
all three of them.
Yeah, all three of them. There weren't many tonight. But yeah, we'll be back on Saturday with all the build up and then all the fan cams and reaction after the Leicester City game. So thank you very much for watching. One thing left to say: come on, you irons.